Now more welcome to Raw live from London, England, inside the O2, in which we started off the show with the Women's World Heavyweight Champion, the Nightmare, the Eradicator, Rhea bloody Ripley, and where you can see the face mask she's got to wear, suffering an injury, a broken nose at the hands of the spinning Batfist and load of ice. At the Royal Rumble in their championship match, Rhea retained the title. But you can see the damage that spinning Batfist did to Rhea Ripley, having to wear a protective face mask, which is out here to address the crowd as we build towards the Elimination Chamber. And Rhea will be defending the Women's World Heavyweight Championship inside the Elimination Chamber. And when it will be in her home country, we're headed to Perth, Australia for the Elimination Chamber. So Rhea Ripley would love nothing more and to enter the show champion and walk out champion in her home country as well. And Rhea tonight, like I said, is going to address the crowd as we build towards the chamber. Well, Rhea doesn't seem best, well, not, I was going to say doesn't seem best pleased about the face mask, but she doesn't seem too annoyed at it, as she was still the champion. She defeated Lola Vice in the title match, and what was a great matchup, which Lola Vice came so close to winning the title, but Rhea showed why she is the champion, and why she is possibly the biggest star in this industry, across both divisions, across all brands, across all shows, across all companies. Is there anyone more popular than Rhea Bully Ripley? We'll see what she's got to say here tonight to kick off the show. Now, well, before Rhea can even get any words out, it seems an old friend is coming out here to address the champion, and it's Liv Morgan. Well, obviously Liv Morgan at last WrestleMania defeated Rhea Ripley with the help of the Judgment Day to win the title. Rhea recently won it back a few months ago from Liv Morgan. Well, Liv Morgan may be looking to, well, book a shot at a chamber against Rhea to see what Liv Morgan has to say to Women's World Heavyweight Champion. What is London crowd not to be best pleased about seeing Liv Morgan. Well, let's see what these two have to say to one another here tonight.
Rhea, sorry for interrupting you. Actually, no, I'm not. Honestly, but one thing, the mask, it's a huge improvement. You should keep it, seriously. But as the greatest women's world champion of all time, I'm not here to tell you that in your home country, I'm going to be taking back what's rightfully mine when I beat you again, this time in the Elimination Chamber in front of your friends and your family in Perth. I guess here we go again, Liv. Honestly, you're exhausting. I feel bad for the Judgment Day having to deal with you 24/7. And I didn't think I was saying I feel bad for the Judgment Day after what you and they did to me last year at WrestleMania. And Liv, the only way you could beat me was with the Judgment Day betraying me. You know you don't have what it takes to beat me one-on-one and do it by yourself. And one thing real quickly, where's Daddy Dom? Are you sure he's not somewhere replacing you already? Now I realise that you are dead weight. Ladies, before this goes where we all, quite frankly, want to see it go, I should inform you, Liv, that you ain't walking out champ in Perth. And Rhea, neither are you. Because you see, I'll also be in the chamber, and Big Time Bex is back to remind you of who I am and who the greatest of all time really is. Look, quite frankly, I don't care who's going to be in the chamber. You see, you lot came out here and interrupted me. Becky, you're on the big screen, so I'm going to give you a little bit of stop. But Liv, you came out here and interrupted me in front of these great people here tonight. And I don't care who's in the chamber, because none of you are beating me for this title. And this is a message for you, Liv, for Becky, for anyone backstage. If you want this title, you have to take it away from my cold, dead hands. So Becky, go be a mother, and Liv, go make sure Dom isn't cheating on you before I drop you right here, right now.
And well, after hearing Liv Morgan declared herself for the Women's Elimination Chamber matchup in Perth, Australia, Penta's out here to defend the Continental Championship once again instead of an open challenge. With a reign of Zero Miedo is coming up to a year-long reign. He won it back at Elimination Chamber last year. The question is, can Penta hold the title up until the Chamber? It's been one hell of a reign for him so far. Over 11 months as champion, defending in many open challenges in some incredible matchups. And while Penta last week defended over Chris Jericho in the opening match, winning that role when Chris Jericho made his return to the company. And Penta tonight, fired up from that matchup last week, is hoping that the reign of Zero Miedo can continue, like I said, so Penta can hold the title for a year-long reign. That's a goal he has in mind. And well, tonight we're going to find out who Penta's defending the IC Championship against in this red hot crowd here in London, England. It's at the O2. Well, let's find out who Penta's about to defend the IC title against in what should be a great matchup. Penta's put on classics with everyone he's faced. But let's see who Penta's facing here tonight in the O2 in London, England. And oh my, it seems that the greatest of all time has made the trip to London, England on his farewell tour. And retires at WrestleMania. His last matchup will be at WrestleMania. And Cena tonight is looking to win the one championship he has never won, the Intercontinental Championship, which sounds mental that John Cena has never won this title, but he hasn't. And tonight, if he wants to do so, he's going to defeat Penta here tonight. It's going to be a great matchup between these two. Well, Penta starts smiling on his face at ringside, a dream matchup maybe for himself to face arguably the greatest of all time in John Cena. The 17-time world champion, looking to become a Grand Slam champion tonight. The only thing he has to do is to defeat Penta. And well, that is going to be hard to do. Let's hand you over to Alicia Taylor for the official ring introductions here in a second. And well, the IC title on the line here tonight. And like I said, let's hand you over to Alicia Taylor for the ring introductions for this IC title bout here to kick off Raw in the O2 in London here tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Introducing the challenger from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the greatest of all time, John Cena! And his opponent from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 87 kilos, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Penta!
And well, this crowd is split 50-50. Well, Penta's made himself a big star since debuting in WWE, and the IC title reign has done nothing but boost his popularity among the crowd, defending the title week in, week out. Well, Chad Patton, the senior referee for this matchup. John Cena looking at the title that he's never won. And we can Cena win the IC title here tonight in front of a white hot crowd in the O2. Let's get this title bout underway here. Cena v Penta. And what is going to be a dream matchup, a great matchup between these two. Let's get this one started. And what I will again consider a white hot crowd here, a split 50-50. Some crowd chanting for Penta, some chanting for Cena. Cena tonight is looking to win the title that he's never won in his career, which is kind of shocking to say that Cena's never been crowned IC champion after everything that he's won. After all the years he's been doing this, he's never won this title at least once. So Cena, a big bad body drop to Penta straight away in this matchup, taking control and a huge elbow to the top of the head. And well, Cena knows that if he lets Penta control the matchup, he can take this to the high-flying offense. Where Cena He's going to get outpaced and outmatched. If he can keep Penta grounded, keep the match slow and methodical, and at the pace that Cena can control the match, and maybe Cena tonight can walk out champion as Penta opens the match up with a sling blade there. And now Penta returns a favour there with an elbow to the top of the head. Well, Penta also has no starch when it comes to the striking game. The strong style of Penta. You're going to see it in the matchup tonight. And there's a chop block there by Cena. They're going after the legs early on, trying to take out the higher flying offense of the champion. Well, Cena no stranger to luchadors in many battles over the years with the likes of Rey Mysterio, especially for championships in the past as well. As Cena off the ropes there. Penta looking for a sling blade. Caught. Reverse. And slams him down there. And Cena looking to drop the elbow to the chest of Penta. Now follows up for the attempted forearm strike to the top of the head there. And we'll Cena asking the champion to bring it here tonight. Well, Cena would love nothing more than to beat Penta and walk out IC champion for the first time in his career as Penta Hurricane Rana. Reverse into a Batista bomb by Cena there. Going deep into his old rival Batista's Austin over Batista bomb. The Penta doesn't quite hit it the same as Batista did, and there's Cena with a huge flying shoulder tackle. He's now calling Penta to his feet here for the middle rope as Penta reverses it, those shots to the midsection. Cena looks for an accidental hit at the top of the head as Penta drops him on the top of his head with a DDT. And what a matchup this should be. Like I said, Penta last week defended the title against Chris Jericho upon his return in one hell of a matchup as Penta with his overhand chops at Penta, reversed it by Cena, and Cena now throwing some huge right hands into the champion. Cena now in control of the matchup. That's John now. Gut wrench suplex there to Penta. Impressive strength at this stage of the career on Cena. There's no doubt that he can still hang with Cena in the retirement run. Obviously he was a former world champion up until he got defeated by Brock Lesnar for that title. He's still the world heavyweight champion that we know. He's going to be facing Seth Rollins at the Elimination Chamber for that title. It's Penta now. Here is a strong style, trying to wear down Cena. Well, this matchup doesn't favour Cena in many in many avenues in this stage of his career. Penta with a curve break to Cena to retain the title. But Cena kicks that too there. And like I was saying, if this matchup goes to deep waters, it favours Penta. If this matchup goes aerial, it favours Penta. Case in point right there. And with the form that Penta's in, and nearly a year-long reign as IC champion, it's going to be hard for Cena to win the title here tonight. And Penta, springboard, looking for a crossbody. Cena out of the way of it though. Well, Cena telegraphing the offense there. And there's a huge belly-to-belly suplex there. Cena now in control of the matchup. That's John now, looking for a Michinoku driver. Hooks the leg into the cover. But Penta is still in this one. Well, Cena knows it's going to take more than that to put away Penta tonight. But these pinfalls force Penta to exude energy. And also that make it into the head of Penta that Cena is overlooking him, which will make Penta make mistakes, maybe get frustrated as he looks for a DDT. But counters is Penta. And there's a super kick there, but no one's home. Cena out of the way of that one. Now throwing some huge strikes of his own there. Now Penta catches it there, and Penta this time super kick connects. Didn't get it the first time, went for it for a second time and got it as Penta now. We've seen it in the corner here. What is Penta thinking next there? As Penta sending Cena in the corner. Cena reverses it. Penta up and over the top of a backstabber to Cena. Oh, it's incredible there by Penta. Classic offense there from the luchador. He's now in control. Hoists up Cena with a Death Valley driver. As Cena in the drop zone. What is Penta looking for here? Penta with the double foot stomp into the cover here to retain the title. But Cena's still in this one. Well, not enough yet to put away John Cena to retain the title for Penta. Well, he knows it's going to take more than that to put away Cena tonight. A German suplex by Penta. Well, Cena's going to be having flashbacks to WrestlePalooza, and also the Royal Rumble where he got dismantled by Brock Lesnar due to those German suplexes. Oh, Penta now with John Cena in the corner, looking for an overhand chop. Cena turns it around. Cena now, instead, pulls him out the corner with a huge body slam there. As Penta though, well, goes into the ropes, makes it awkward for Cena. But John though, with some elbow shots to the back. Oh, Penta. As Penta drops to the mat here. Well, this match has been fairly even between these two, as Penta again got wrenched there by Cena. And one might be thinking 5-knuckle shuffle, but Penta stops it in its tracks, and Penta overhand chop there. And now again digging a boot into the midsection of Cena here tonight. Well, I don't think the crowd has been this split for a long time. They're huge fans of Penta, but also John Cena on the retirement tour. It's Penta with the overhand chop. And now the reverse sling blade to Cena. And we know what's next here. Penta looking to put this one away. Looking for the Mexican Destroyer. As Penta connects with it to retain the RC Championship against John Cena here tonight. But Cena is still in this one. Well, Penta can't believe it. But Cena on the ropes there, not exactly where you want to be in the ring with Penta. But Penta instead go in for a high flying offense there, drop Cena across the midsection on top of on the top rope there. As Penta now, Cena off the ropes, Penta looking for a super kick, Cena out of the way, and Cena drop kick there to Penta. And well, it's a good job that Cena managed to get out of the way of that attempted super kick, because that would have been game changing in this matchup if he managed to connect with it. As Cena now just going for the offense there. And Cena now looking for a deadlift powerbomb with Penta middle of the ring. And what's Cena now? What's he thinking next there? You see Cena moving slowly, gingerly, still not 100% after those matchups with Brock Lesnar. You've got to imagine, and those are still doing damage. With Cena now looking again for this gut wrench suplex with Penta. Behind him, Penta now. Inverted Rana. Well, that's why Penta is the champion. Big maneuvers like that. As Penta does springboard. Crossbody, Cena out of the way though. And with Cena stalking the champion. Hoists him up. Attitude adjustment. But Penta kicks out. It's going to take more than that for Cena to win the title here. It's Penta now. Elbow to the top of the head there. The crowd shouting fight forever in support of this great matchup between these two. Oh, Cena now looking for a Hurricane Rana of his own, but Penta uppercut. Rocks Cena there. Well, Penta put everything behind that one. That's what Penta now is thinking next to Penta. With Cena on the ropes there. Drive Cena out of the ring, up and over the top. And know exactly what Penta's looking for next there. Well, a man of zero miedo, zero fear. Goes up and over the top of a tope con hilo. Wiping out Cena. But he's going to get the challenger back in the ring. Well, he can't win by a count out, but he won't want to do so. That's Penta now. Looking to put this one away, calling Cena to his feet here. Looking for the Penta driver to retain the title. But Cena is still in this one. And Penta can't believe his eyes that wasn't enough. As Penta going to the top here. Looking for a Swanton bomber, connects with it. But Penta isn't done there. Once again returning to the top. Of course, Cena to his feet here. And we'll see him be out on his feet here. With Penta looks for a crossbody, but Cena catches him. And Cena, attitude adjustment. Again for the title. But Penta again somehow kicks out. well, like I was saying, Penta's not taking much damage in this matchup. He's been in control of it for the most of it. But Cena, springboard, Hurricane Rana to Penta. And Cena now fired up. And Cena tries to rally in this matchup to maybe win his first ever IC Championship. Sends Penta into the corner here. And puts Penta on the top rope. What's he thinking next? Cena looking to go big. Launching Penta into the middle of the ring. And Cena now stalking a champion. Methodically slowing down the pace here. A wise from Cena. As shown now. And Cena looking to rally in this one. Looking for the comeback. Here's John Cena. And classic John Cena. Is Cena about to do it? Is Cena about to win the Intercontinental Championship with a 5-knuckle shuffle to Penta? And while Cena says it's over, is Cena about to do so? Is John Cena about to end the nearly year-long reign of Penta? And while Cena looking to go big here, if he can do so, if he hits this, it's over, surely. Looking for an avalanche. Attitude adjustment. Middle of the ring. And Cena's done it. Cena is the new Intercontinental Champion, and for the first time in his career can call himself the IC Champion. And well, what a match that was. Well, Cena showed respect to Penta there at the end, hitting the attitude adjustment off the top, avalanche style, after already hitting 2 in the match. Not like Penta kicked out 2 attitude adjustments tonight, but Cena in the end managed to rally with a crowd behind him. Ends the nearly year-long reign. Heartbreaking for Penta, yes, but 11 months as champion is incredible nonetheless. And well, Penta in many moments of this match almost got the job done, but Cena tonight showed why he's the greatest of all champion. Now why he is now a Grand Slam champion, winning the IC Championship to make that a possibility as we head towards the Chamber. And what a time for Cena to win the title as we build towards WrestleMania. The question is, will Cena have to defend the title at the Chamber? You imagine so, as this is the turning point in the match with Cena rallying, hitting what fans have called the 5 moves of doom over his career, and tonight it was the 5 moves of doom. And the 2 shoulder tackles into the backdrop, and then the 5-knuckle shuffle, setting up Cena for the avalanche attitude adjustment, which you'll see right here. Penta was out at this point. Penta was exhausted, and Cena, just for good measure, went big. Heads out in London, England to win his first ever IC champion, making him a Grand Slam champion. And well, Cena already had a Hall of Fame worthy career, and tonight he's achieved everything he could have done.
Here is your winner and the new WWE Intercontinental Champion, the greatest of all time, John Cena.
And well, what a way to open the show.
And well, since I've returned, I've had offers coming at me left and right from Raw, SmackDown, The Coldest, Adam Pearce, you name them, they gave me a contract offer. But I'm here to tell you on Monday Night Raw tonight that Raw is Jericho once again. I want John, congratulations on winning the IC title. Maybe me and you are going to cross paths one more time before you retire, and I'm going to have to remind you who the greatest of all time really is.
And well, after that massive news of hearing Chris Jericho signed with Monday Night Raw, Nikki Bella's out here for in-ring competition. She made a return at the Royal Rumble, and she's looking to earn herself an Elimination Chamber spot here tonight. If she can win this matchup, and she will be in the Chamber Like I said, she returned at the Royal Rumble. Had a decent showing in the Rumble as well. And tonight here in London, England, she's looking to win her first matchup back. But she's going to be taking on a superstar that's looking to earn herself a spot in the chamber as well. It's going to be a big matchup for Nikki Bella to try and win upon her return to in-ring competition. Because the London crowd are ecstatic to see her here tonight. Well, to see who the iconic Nikki Bella is taking on here tonight. And what I told you, it's going to be a tough match because Jaida Parker, who, well, seems to be recovered from the assault from Naomi backstage at the Royal Rumble, is out here for in-ring competition to face Nikki Bella for a spot in the chamber. But I think Naomi here tonight will not be happy seeing Jaida Parker get a spot in the chamber, but Jaida Parker eliminated Naomi. So Jaida Parker deserves a shot at a big matchup like the chamber in Perth, Australia. Well, Jaida Parker tonight, if she can defeat Nikki Bella, will be headed to Perth, Australia to fight for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, being defended by Rhea Ripley. As Jaida Parker told you to clock it here tonight, and it's her time. As we already know, 2 women in the chamber match with Liv Morgan and also Becky Lynch are putting themselves in the chamber matchup. Well, Jaida Parker is looking to find herself a 4th woman in that match, or would it be Nikki Bella? Let's get this one underway. Bella v Jaida Parker. And what some promises to be a great matchup here for this London crowd here on Monday Night Raw. And well, away we go here. Nikki Bella just... I'm not too sure how wise that was. These two are going to go to war here for the spot in the chamber match, and Jaida Parker hit with some huge shots to begin the matchup. Now into a collar elbow tie up here. As you'd give Nikki Bella the advantage with the experience, and also she would have been training upon her in-ring return. Would have learned a new thing or two to hang with the newer women in this industry. It's changed a lot since Nikki Bella was last in in-ring competition. Well, we're seeing that here tonight with Jaida Parker, one of the future stars of the women's division, taking on one of the women that revolutionised women's wrestling all those years ago. As Jaida Parker with some backovers here, fights out. And Nikki Bella now German suplex by Jaida Parker, who will have the power game over Nikki Bella. She tries her face first into the mat as well. And well, Jaida Parker saying that this is her time. Women like Nikki Bella, their time has passed them in this industry. It's time for the future stars and Jaida Parker, etc. to take their spots. And Jaida now just looking to drive Nikki Bella face first again into the mat here. So, what a great start to this matchup as Nikki Bella's been busted open. And Jaida saying, "Is this all you've got here to Nikki Bella?" So Jaida Parker would have grown up watching Nikki Bella in in-ring competition, would have been inspired by Bella, who drops her with a drop kick there. And that seems to just fired up Nikki Bella more than anything. Is Bella now with a spine buster to Jaida Parker. Is Bella now looking to rally in this one into a grind and pound here on Miss Parker. And a slap for good measure at the end of it, why not? There's that Bella here with some huge clubbing blows to the lower back here of Jaida Parker. Now doing some press-ups. And Nikki Bella just playing some mind games set on Jaida Parker. And again, well, this is what Nikki Bella was known for in her time in the industry beforehand. The attitude. And we're seeing it here tonight as Jaida Parker caught Nikki Bella, kicked to the midsection. It's Bella now, Bella Buster. Is that enough to head to the chamber? Is it going to be a short night in this matchup for Jaida Parker? Not just yet. Well, a Bella Buster has won Nikki Bella championships in the past, but it's not going to earn herself a spot in the chamber tonight. Just yet anyways. Bella now, middle rope, caught by Jaida Parker. There's the power game. As Jaida now slams her down middle of the ring. And now just drops the leg into the cover. But Nikki Bella kicks it out too. A little bit of mind games there played by Jaida Parker as well with that pinfall. That's Jaida Parker now Looking for a sidewalk slam. Nikki Bella out of it there. Nikki Bella now looking for the drop kick. This time Jaida Parker out of the way. And Jaida again with a German suplex. And what Jaida Parker saying that this is easy. Wanted to show how wise that is. It's Bella again getting driven face first into the mat by Jaida Parker. He's going to be unleashing some of the frustrations of being attacked by Naomi backstage after the Rumble on Nikki Bella tonight, and also looking to earn herself a chamber spot. As Jaida Parker now with some huge slaps here to the midsection, setting up Nikki Bella here, who after being busted up and being driven into the mat multiple times is now at the mercy of Jaida Parker. And Jaida now looking to put away Nikki Bella for good here tonight. And notice our chamber spot with Hypnotic. Is that enough? But Nikki Bella kicks out. Shows why she's a former Women's World Champion and a Hall of Famer. With that there. Well, Jaida thought that was enough here tonight, but Nikki Bella somehow kicked out there. Nikki Bella fights her way out of that one. And Bella now hooks the leg. Jaida Parker fights out of it though. And Jaida Parker rolled through there by Bella. And there's a boot with everything behind that one. And Bella now fired up in this one. In her first match back in years. Can she win it? Forms to the face of Jaida Parker in the corner. She went to go high risk earlier. Middle rope now. Splash to Jaida Parker. As Bella now fired up again. This time sends her off the rope, so looking for maybe another spine buster. No, big pop up. What just impressive strength there. And Jaida Parker now at the mercy of Nikki Bella, the Hall of Famer. Big back body drop this time. But Jaida fights out of it there. And Jaida now off the ropes, looking for a huge shoulder tackle. Gets all of it there. That's Jaida now pushed away by Nikki Bella. And Bella looking in for a huge drop kick. Jaida Parker reverses. And now off the ropes with a huge net breaker. Up and over the top. And with Jaida Parker here. Sending Bella through the middle rope to the outside. And what is the referee is checking on Jaida Parker. Naomi is here at ringside. I wonder what Naomi is going to launching Bella into the ring system. But the referee saw that, and that means Jaida Parker gets disqualified. Now, but because of that, Nikki Bella's headed to the chamber, but Jaida Parker's just been screwed by Naomi here. She's just realised what has happened. And what Jaida Parker's just been screwed out the chamber, and Naomi here just unleashing under sort of kicks here. And a roundhouse kick there to Jaida Parker. Well, Chad Patton, the referee, is hopeless to stop this. Security needs to come down here and stop, please, too. Because Naomi has just cost Jaida Parker a spot in the chamber. Nikki Bella wins it via disqualification. And when it was smart for Naomi, you may not like it, but it was smart for Naomi attacking Nikki Bella instead, costing Jaida the match. And now she's thinking that Jaida Parker, well, just insult to injury and pushed away there from Naomi. And a drop kick there. And this is just an assault brought out of anger, out of frustration, out of everything that Naomi's been going through the past year or so. And the turning point was the Royal Rumble when Jaida Parker eliminated Naomi from the Rumble. That's Jaida Parker now trying to rally. Now stomping away Naomi in the corner. But Naomi with a boot to the face there. And there's a huge forearm strike. Now a boot to the back. And when Nikki Bella's been taken away by medical officials to get that cut dealt with. And while she wins the battle, she's headed to the chamber, but not in the way that she would like it to be. She's going to be frustrated that this ended the way it did. As Naomi now heads to this takedown there. But what is Naomi thinking next there? And Naomi now has the kendo stick in hand. And just cracks it over the head of Jaida Parker, busted her wide open. Well, Jaida trying to fight here, trying to just get herself back to a vertical basis, and again Right to the open wound, Naomi just with that huge strike, and Jaida Parker now. And Naomi just, where is security? Where's anyone? Just stop Naomi right now. And Naomi now just raining down some Kendo 6 strikes it to Jaida Parker, just cracks it over her body. But where is security? Where's anyone? As Jaida Parker just sent into the corner there. And Naomi now, what's she thinking next there? Naomi drives it into the barricade. Well, seriously, where is anyone to come out and stop Naomi right now? And Jaida Parker's in it. Well, Jaida Parker's helpless right now. And just being whipped into the barricade. And well, Naomi now calling her to her feet here. Was mocking the crowd in the process with the rear view. A statement sent by Naomi tonight.
You all called me the future for years. That's all I heard. The future of WWE, the chosen one, the next big thing. But you know what? Nobody ever did take me seriously. I beat John Cena at WrestleMania. I beat the biggest name in this industry. And what changed? Nothing. No respect. No spotlight. Just more jokes, more memes for people saying that I wasn't ready. And you cheered when I failed. You laughed when I stumbled. And for years, I played the role they gave me. The selfie guy, the punchline, the kid with potential. And I'm done and I'm sick with potential. I'm done and sick being the future, because the future never comes if they keep holding you back. No more being overlooked. No more being the guy who almost had it. I'm not asking for opportunities anymore. I'm taking them. You don't have to believe in me, but you will respect me. And whether you like it or not, the future just became your present.
And what it's time for a main event here in London, England, in which Seth frickin' Rollins is out here for in-ring competition before he goes to Elimination Chamber in Perth to face World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar for the title. And Seth believes that he should win back that title for the industry. And well, it's hard to disagree with Seth, because John Cena was the champion and he held that title kind of hostage in his title reign. Defended it more than Brock will if he is still champion after defeating Seth. We know that much. But if Seth Rollins can defeat Brock Lesnar in Australia at Elimination Chamber, and Seth Rollins will be headed into WrestleMania World Heavyweight Champion, and once again win back the title that he said he made. That whilst other championships were held hostage by the likes of Roman Reigns, he made that title the most, well, the most must-win prize in the industry, the most important prize in the industry. And whether you agree with Seth Rollins or not in that statement, it's hard to deny the hard work he put in as World Heavyweight Champion during that time. And tonight, Seth Rollins has asked for a tough challenge in our main event to get himself warmed up and ready before facing Brock Lesnar. And well, at WrestleMania, at the Elimination Chamber, as we're on the road to WrestleMania, we'll see who Adam Pearce has chosen to face Seth Rollins here tonight in the main event. And what is going to be a member of the Motor City Machine Guns? Will it be Chris Sabin or Alex Shelley? And well, as we know, the Motor City Machine Guns are going to be facing MFT for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. I want to see which member is going to be Chris Sabin, who's stepping up to face Seth Rollins tonight in the main event. Well, it's going to be a great matchup. Well, let me tell you why Chris Sabin's not someone to be taken lightly, and it's not going to be an easy win for Rollins tonight. He's a former TNA World Heavyweight Champion, a 10-time TNA Impact X Division Champion, a 3-time TNA World Tag Team Champion, and obviously many other many other titles and wins in his career before coming here to WWE. And they do face MFT for the tag titles pretty soon But let's see who will win this arguably dream match between Chris Sabin, one of the best to ever do it in TNA, and Seth Rollins, one of the best to do it ever, everywhere else. And well, by everywhere else, I mean the likes of Ring of Honor. See Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley also, and Chris Sabin were down in Ring of Honor. And these two may have met before in their career. I'm not too sure if they have. As part of some research I should have done before calling this matchup. As these two, as the crowd sings Seth Rollins' song, lock up in the middle of the ring, exchanging some huge chops. And well, what a win this would be for Chris Sabin tonight, to build some momentum for the Motor City Machine Guns before facing MFT for the Tag Team Championships. And well, Seth Rollins sending Chris Sabin over the top rope. Sorry, as I mentioned, no Alex Shelley at ringside tonight. As Chris Sabin taking on Rollins on his own here, punch to the face, slingshot, tornado DDT. And well, that's the offense that Chris Sabin can bring. But Rollins kicks it out one there, not enough to put away Rollins here tonight, as we'd expect this early in the matchup. And like I said, this is actually a dream match for myself, not gonna lie. Seeing Chris Sabin down in TNA, and also watching Rollins develop in WWE, I wondered who would win in this matchup if they ever met. Well, when Motor City Machine Guns came to WWE, that became a possibility. And tonight, we're seeing that matchup. Chris Sabin versus Seth Rollins. As well, Chris Sabin now spinning kick to the midsection there, looking for a super kick. Rollins, boot to the midsection, super kick of his own. As you see now, just exchanging words here. These two would have come across each other in their careers at some point, you'd imagine. As Rollins, schoolboy, roll through, super kick. See Rollins, the multiple-time world champion in WWE. Chris Sabin was still down in TNA, winning Tag Team Championships, the X Division Championships. I see a former TNA world champion. As he fights out the corner here, as Sabin with a crucifix into the pin. But Rollins kicks out there. Chris Sabin wisely sending the attack here. He knows what's at stake. If he can beat Rollins tonight, he shows he's at world championship level. Or at least maybe deserving of an opportunity as a pattern bomb there. Snacks Rollins up. And Rollins again kicks that too. But also winning tonight builds momentum for himself and Alex Shelley, headed towards the match with MFT for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. It's Alex Shelley, no, Chris Sabin, sorry. I keep getting their names mixed up in my head because I'm used to calling them matchup with them both at ringside as Rollins with the Falcon Arrow. And Rollins are looking to follow the momentum through. So a knee to the face there, busted open, may have broken the nose of Chris Sabin there. As it won't be the first time Rollins has broken the nose in in-ring competition. As Rollins again going straight after the wound here. This is showing the relentlessness that Rollins has to have headed towards a match with Brock Lesnar. Well, as we know, Rollins has defeated Lesnar before. Defeated him at WrestleMania on the biggest stage of them all. As Rollins plants Sabin in the middle of the ring. As Sabin kicks out there. But this version of Brock Lesnar he's facing is a more merciless Lesnar we've ever seen as a huge lariat there. We saw what he did to John Cena in both their matchups to the World Championship when he defeated Cena for the title and defended it most recently at the Rumble against him. And what we heard as Chris Sabin here. With 10 punches to Rollins, with a crowd are electric for this matchup. And we heard from Rollins last week in a promo exchange with Paul Heyman, in which Heyman tried to get Rollins to not go for the matchup, but Rollins, we know, is going to fight until he can't fight anymore. So fall into the back of the neck there. That could be all she wrote tonight. The Sabin kicks out there again. As Rollins now looking again to drive the knee into the midsection of Chris Sabin. And well, this is arguably kind of stupid for both of these men. You get one of both in this matchup. They want momentum headed towards their championship matchups, but if an injury happens tonight, both men are busted open in this matchup. Like I said, if an injury happens, that's a huge butterfly suplex there. But Rollins kicks out there. Well, like I say, if an injury happens and their title matches, or the chances that the titles are jeopardised, as well, Chad Patton inadvertently getting away the action there. And that's Rollins up and down with Sabin. Well, you can see the blood pouring from the face of Seth Rollins now. I thought there's 10 punches in the corner. I believe that's when Rollins got busted open. And Rollins now boots to the midsection, now scraping Sabin across the top rope. And a super kick. And another cover now by Rollins. And again Sabin kicks out though. And well, for those of you that don't know about Chris Sabin, you're learning a lot about him tonight in this matchup. You're learning a lot about his resiliency, what he can do inside the ring with some of the very best. As Rollins on middle rope, looking for a crossbody. Chris Sabin catches him. And Sabin now with Rollins on his shoulders. Death Valley driver. But Rollins kicks out too. And what a matchup we're seeing. I'm loving watching this matchup. And Sabin now with Rollins back with his feet. They boot to the midsection. Hoists him up. And drives him down. But Rollins again kicks out. And Sabin's asking how that wasn't a three. Hit one of his biggest maneuvers and Rollins kicks out of it. That goes to show you how good Seth freaking Rollins is, but we know that. For the past 10 years we've seen how good Rollins is. The Sabin now dropped by Rollins there. As Rollins now looking to gain control of the matchup. As Rollins now looking for the visionary forearm for a second time. As Rollins out of stalking. Sabin here pulls him up to his feet here. As Sabin's out on his feet. As Rollins, huge knee to the face of classic Seth Rollins. And that goes to the top. Follows through. Looking for the fadeaway smash, but no one's home. Sabin out of the way. And Chris Sabin now up on the shoulders. Plants Rollins. But Rollins kicks out. And Sabin can't believe it. What a crash and no appreciation for this matchup. And well, Sabin thought he had the matchup done there. But Rollins somehow kicked out. And Rollins now kicked to the midsection. We know what Rollins is thinking next. Pedigree. Is that it? No, it's not. Somehow it's not. And Sabin now putting himself on the ropes there. See the damage done to both men in this match with Rollins for clothesline, sending Sabin to ringside. And Sabin trying to just get himself back to his feet as Rollins though. Suicide dive from Rollins, who's fired up here. What a crash under appreciation again for this matchup. And what a main event we're seeing between these two. These two putting it all on the line tonight. As Rollins asking Sabin to bring it, as these two now just exchanging counter for counter in the middle of the ring. Sabin now looking for that spinning kick, gets it. And Sabin this time, DDT to follow through. As Chris Sabin now with Rollins looking to send Rollins into the corner here. What is Sabin thinking next? It's go big or go home time in this matchup. And that's what Chris Sabin's thinking. Looking for a Hurricane Rana from the top. As Rollins pulls himself on the ropes here. And Chris Sabin are looking to follow through with a Sunner over the top. Oh, Chris Sabin now. Building momentum. A Sabin with a suicide dive of his own. And are we about to see a big Well, you got to call it an upset victory tonight. Sabin to the top. Rollins getting back to his feet. Sabin, no one's home. And Rollins with a huge stomp. Well, I think the matchup's done. But Rollins wants to make sure. After that leaping stomp, drives him face first in the corner. And Rollins may be sending a message now to Brock Lesnar. And Seth now with Sabin in the corner. And I think a message is about to be sent to Brock as Rollins' forearm. And a springboard stomp. And Rollins gets the victory. And what a matchup that was between these two. A great main event here tonight. Well, Chris Sabin didn't get the victory, but showed out tonight. 110%, gave it his all. Almost beat Rollins on multiple occasions. But in the end, 2 emphatic stomps and being driven into the middle turnbuckle, after already being busted open, was enough for Rollins to get the victory tonight. I think after the first stomp it was over. But Rollins sent a message to Lesnar tonight. So it's showing that he's going to do everything it takes to get the title off Brock at the Chamber. And we'll Sabin, these two fought with respect tonight and would have earned the respect of one another if they didn't already have it in this matchup. And that was after the Death Valley driver that Rollins was almost done by. And this right here was the first moment that this matchup was actually almost completely over. Drives him down into the mat, hooks one leg. If he hooked both of them, I think it would have been over. But Rollins got the shoulder up just about. Then right here, Chris Sabin up on the shoulders, hooks the legs, plants him down. This time grabs both of them. But somehow, Rollins kicked out there just about. And then Rollins fought back to his feet, hit a pedigree to Chris Sabin. But it was only good enough for 2 and change. And then this moment right here, Rollins, a message to Lesnar after the first stomp, after being driven into the corner, a second one for the middle rope was enough for the 3 count. And I think after the first one it was over. But tonight, Chris Sabin showed out, and Rollins is headed to the Chamber, as we know, to face Lesnar for the World Heavyweight Championship. And the question is, can he win it back? We'll find out when we get there.